Rocksall Musecast Experience with Aaron and Dave. Hey, Aaron, nice mic. And look, we got Rob on the Zoom call.
Yes.
Hey, we got to give him the proper entry here. Give me a drum roll. Yeah, there. Okay, it's Rob from No Lost Cause.
Yeah.
And there's the live video audience. And look, Aaron, I'm even recording this time.
Yeah, it's good. We've had some.
Yeah, I forget.
Yeah.
I'm very forgetful, Rob.
So how you doing, Rob?
Not too bad. How about you?
Good. Doing good. Just as we talked yesterday before the interview the other day, we're traveling back from Idaho. So it was nice to be home, but we traveled 2,300 miles. So it was fun with me and my wife. So I'm doing all right.
Oh man, was that a drive or a flight?
Oh, yeah, we drove.
2,300 miles with the wife. I don't think it was fun all the way.
You would be correct, sir.
Yeah.
my best Ed McMahon. Who was it? Ed McMahon?
Ed McMahon.
Yeah.
You are correct, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Rob, about, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, you sent me the album that was going to be released, and it sounds great. Love the
Thanks.
Africa cover and all the new songs.
Yeah, I dig it. Take Two is what it's called.
Yes.
So why'd you call it Take Two? Because is there some songs on there that I've heard before?
Most likely, yeah. The everything on the album except for the Africa cover and the cover of Waymaker, they're all songs that have been done before. Originally, I had an idea in mind to go ahead and throw horns to them. That was kind of the original vision for a lot of the songs. And so I got to go back after I found a couple of horn players, and I got to redo them that way. Plus, I wanted to kind of up the sound quality on the recordings and such. I got some new equipment and new methods of recording and everything. So just kind of redid them all.
Yeah, sounded remastered is the word I was looking for. Because when I was listening to the album, I was just driving home, and I was like, wait a minute, I know this song. But it sounded, like 100 times better than the original. And I like the original because it's got, I'm very into the raw sound, of.
Yeah.
I think things can sometimes be overmastered. And sometimes.
Definitely.
But you did it just right, man, because I like the original song, and then I dig this one too. And they're two different songs that are the same. They go together like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I try to walk that line of being, too produced, but I like the raw sound as well. So it's kind of a balance that I try to find anyway.
It was a nice balance. And you said you added some horn players too.
Yeah. Most of the songs have horns on it. I think 8 or 9 of the songs, something like that, have horns.
So do you just stock the local college for the marching band and steal the horn players, or what do you do? Where do you find these guys?
There's another band that's they're on Indie Vision Music. They're called Home Plate, and I was listening to one of their songs, and I heard some horns at one part during the song, and so I asked them, what if they used anybody specific for that, and they directed me to a guy or two on Fiverr, and so I just connected with those guys, and we just really got along really well, and so they're helping me out with the horns.
Oh, nice. So they're not official No Lost Causers, but they're.
No.
All right. That's cool. So now, No Lost Cause is your main thing, but you got some side projects going on. No Lost Cause is not a lost cause, right?
No, not at all. Right now, I'm working on 2 last, I guess, projects for No Lost Cause before a big kind of a break, or we'll see how big of a break it really is. I guess it's because of how much different styles of heavier, more aggressive music that I like to listen to. I kind of wanted to branch out and try one of those as well. So I created a side project called Ruled Out, which is going to be mostly hard rock, kind of to an extent, some new metal-ish kind of feels to it, and see how that goes.
Oh, dig that. I'm looking forward to that now. Some hard rock and new metal. And see, I was looking for the name of the song because if you remember from my last time talking with you, I am horrible with names. So my favorite song from you guys is the row 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 song. What is that again? I was looking for the name of it.
Does it have horns?
I think so.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's Hope for the Homeless.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. But I also like Fight Alone. I was listening to that one this morning. I was like, oh, so good. And you got just the
Oh,
perfect
thanks.
mix of like rock and ska and punk, and I mean, it's kind of, we talked about it before. It's kind of Goldfinger-ish.
Yeah, yeah. That's actually the first ska song I ever wrote.
Oh, Fight Alone.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, good
Up
job.
to that point, it was all pop punk.
Well, I guess you set the bar kind of high then. I've got to revisit this. I've got to revisit this because it's so great. I know we talked about it last time you were on, but your nose looks good. Goldfinger broke your nose.
Yes.
Tell me the story again for anybody who didn't catch it last time, because I actually love this story and I tell it to people at work and stuff. It's a great story.
Well, we used to follow Goldfinger all over the place. Like I used to live up in the Northeast, and if they were coming in that area, you would have a date in New York, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, wherever it would be, and we would go to the show. And we just went to tons. I mean, a ridiculous amount of Goldfinger shows. So we went to the one show in upstate New York, and we were waiting outside the venue to get in, and it was pouring. And so the singer from Ignite, he comes by and he says, "Get out of the rain, come inside." And so we got to sit through the sound check, and thanks to that, naturally, we got to get right up front when they let everybody else in who came in later on and was waiting. And so standing right up front through the whole show, way through all the bands, Goldfinger comes on and they start playing the song San Simeon. I still remember the song. I remember the part of the song to this day. His guitar started, I guess, tweaking out on him, and so he got ticked off, jumps up in the air, throws his mic stand down, and it just right in the face. I mean, the minute it hit, it was like someone just turned a faucet on and just blood everywhere. So their roadie comes and picks me up, and he carries me out of the crowd, out of the side of the stage, and yeah, it was good times.
But he's made it up to you, right?
Yeah, for sure. He was really cool about it. He took me to the hospital afterwards, and of course, he gave us like free shirts and stuff like that, all that kind of thing.
Nice. Did he give you his phone number? Do you text with him?
Email.
Here's a picture. Just say so you remember. I've forgotten his name. I always forget that dude's name, but he's a nice guy.
Yeah, John Feldman. Yeah, he's great.
Don Self. Yeah, and by the way, San Simeon, one of my favorite Goldfinger tunes, because it's so California.
Oh, it really is. Yeah, it's great.
That song really is so California, and it's about there's just nothing like California, pretty much. San Simeon is what. But anyhow,
Yeah,
I digress.
that's the way to do it.
All right.
Back to the album a little bit. One of my favorite songs is Waymaker. A lot of different worship songs you could have picked. Why that song?
I guess it's just because it's always really stood out to me. It's one of my favorite worship songs. I think it says a lot about the character and the person of God himself, and what he does on our behalf. And so I thought, I hear a lot of songs that are redone. I've heard some hymns that have been redone and things like that. And so I just wanted to kind of try and take something that's more current, I guess, and kind of do that.
Good. I didn't even know it was a worship song.
Yeah,
You stumped me on that one, Aaron.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
We've sang it at our church, and so it's a really good song. And you did a good version of it. It's one of my favorite tracks.
Now,
Nice.
I gotta ask, why Africa?
That's a good question. I think what happens is like at work or wherever, I'll sometimes turn on, an 80s station because I love a lot of 80s music too. And sometimes like when I hear a song, and there's others, but that one just stood out the most to me, I guess. Like I'll hear a song and I'll be like, I could do this to it, or I could do that to it, or this would sound really cool, like an updated version. And so that one just stood out the most out of all of them, really.
Gotcha. So it's like getting an old car and going, I could throw some rims on that and I could rake it. And,
Yeah, exactly right.
it's my own, right?
Well, he was a closet Toto fan, and now he's in the closet.
Well,
on that.
you know, our friend TK is a big Toto fan. He loves Steve Lukather, so
Okay.
you know, you don't have to be in the
Oh, nice.
Toto fan.
I guess.
That's where I record the vocal in the closet.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Now, Tom Cruise. He got my South Park reference. Yeah, I know you did. He did.
Yep.
All right. So, let's hit a song here, Aaron.
Yeah, your
Which one?
favorite- Hope for the Homeless. Sum it up.
Nice. All right, you thinking of me, brother? I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
All right, gonna get back with Rob from No Lost Cause here in a minute on the Rock Solid Musecast Experience.